I don't know if this is just me, but I remember I just used to hate reading back at school and reading all the books and like the poetry they made us read back in school and everything, and I just really hated that. And I'm not the only one who hated it, I think, but literally last few months since picking up reading and everything, it's just been really simple how to actually get started in getting reading, even when I hated it for years beforehand. So I honestly believe anyone can literally just pick it up and start reading. And yeah, so today I'll just teach you how to actually like to read and how to read without getting distracted, and how to actually focus, and about the benefits of reading. So yeah. So anyway, before I get into the video, only about 6% of you guys are subscribed, so it'll really help if you just subscribe and like and share and do whatever to help, and yeah, it'll just really help the channel, and thank you so much for watching. And the first step is just read what you want to read. I know this sounds simple and kind of obvious, but literally you just want to learn how to like to read before you actually start reading more useful stuff and more that kind of stuff which you probably might find boring at first, but that's actually useful. But yeah, to start off with, you just want to read stuff that you're actually interested in, and this could be any of your hobbies, anything. I mean, for me, I've seen a lot of stuff about David Goggins on social media, and you probably have as well, and about his life and his routines and everything. So I went and got his autobiography, his book. I'm not saying this isn't useful by the way, it's a very useful book. I'm just saying that it's just reading what you want to read, and that's made it so much easier because I was actually really interested in reading it in the first place. So yeah, if you like that, you can also just pick up like David Goggins' book, for example. And it's important because majority of you guys haven't actually been reading or actually started reading in a while, or just liked reading at all. So it'll just be a lot easier in the long run if you just start learning how to like to read now instead of later, when it'll just be a lot harder just to get into those books that you don't really want to read but you know are useful. So you want to learn how to like to read, basically, is the main point about this. It's also really useful because you want to learn how long you can focus for, when you can read during the day and all of that stuff. And yeah, it's just stuff you're interested in, so you'll just be motivated to read it because you actually want to. And yeah, just find that kind of stuff you're into and read a couple books and just learn how to like to read, basically. So number 2 is literally just practice advice in the books. And I know this sounds obvious and it's going to be easier for some books rather than others, but you read books to learn stuff, and you do that so you can actually use this in real life. You can use it like practically in your life and just to improve your life. And another benefit of this, apart from actually getting more out of a book and actually learning from a book, is that it just makes the book so much more purposeful to read, and just so much more motivating to read and just get through it and learn from it and just actually use it in real life. So if you have business books, there's no point reading it if you don't actually apply it to your own business, to your own life. And it's also social books, also really easy to try. A really good example of this is a famous book called How to Win Friends and Influence People, and that's the book recommended to literally anyone starting out in like self-improvement and everything. And yeah, that one's actually a really good one to actually, it's like if you want to read the first book, you should actually go and pick that up, because that's actually really helpful just to read the advice and actually use it when talking to people, when interacting with people. So yeah, How to Win Friends and Influence People, you can just search it up on Amazon or wherever, Google, and yeah, that's a really good one I recommend. So literally just actually practice the advice in the books, you'll learn so much more, or just have so much more purpose in your life. And number 3 is just set goals for your reading, and you can do this in a number of different ways. I'll just go through it quickly, but setting goals, you know goal setting can literally just help you achieve what you want to do a lot easier if you write this down, preferably on paper. Just write down your goals, which you want to, for example, you could write down the books you want to finish in a month, and you could choose how many you want, and this can just make sure you finish the books you want to read in a certain time, and you just go through a lot more books this way. And another way to actually set goals during your reading is, what I like to do is just one chapter at a time. If you just get to the end of the chapter, that's fine. And especially on Kindle, it's really easy because it just tells you how long the chapter is. It'll just say like 10 minutes left in the chapter and everything. So you know it just makes it so much easier. So you know what's going on next time you read. You just start off, new chapter, you know what's going on. Instead of just starting off in the middle of something, you might not actually understand it, you might not learn anything from it. And yeah. And the best tip I actually have for this, and that's the same with any habit in life that you want to actually do every day, which is a good habit. This could be meditation. I know this isn't related to the video. This could be meditation, going to the gym, anything related, any habit that you want to do in your life. It's just do it every day. And I know this sounds obvious, but it doesn't matter how long, honestly. It could be 5 minutes a day to start off with. It doesn't matter. Just build it up every day, because the thing is, when you do it for the first time, you're not going to want to do it longer than 5-10 minutes, because you just aren't used to it. You just want to get used to it first and build it up every day. And you can just try 5 minutes, 10 minutes, try one chapter, like I said. It doesn't matter that much how much you do a day. You just have to do it consistently over time, and you'll learn so much more, because you don't want to burn out too soon and do like an hour first day and just get bored of it and never pick it up again. So you just want to do a little bit every day. I promise you actually just learn so much more. So yeah, today I just talked about 3 tips. We'll just make it a lot more simpler for you to actually just get consistent and to like reading. And it's just read what you want. Actually practice the advice in the book, especially in the business books, the social books, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Definitely recommend that book. And also just set goals for your reading. Preferably write your goals on paper, stick it in front of you, stick it in front of where you work or something you see every day. It'll just make you a lot more motivated to actually go through with it. One chapter a day, doesn't matter how long you do per day, just do it consistently every day. You don't want to get too burnt out. And yeah, thank you for watching, and subscribe for more videos like this.